Hello students, welcome you all. So today we are going to discuss coordinate geometry chapter 7. So coordinate geometry is not a new concept for you. In class IX you had already learned about coordinate geometry. So in class IX you knew about x-axis, y-axis, quadrants. What is quadrants? This is the first quadrant. This area is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. And also, you knew how to plot points on a graph. Like you are allotting some numbers, some units, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this in x-axis. Here towards left there is -1, -2, -3, like this, and y-axis upwards there is +1, 2, 3, downwards there is -1, -2, like this. So the first quadrant was plus quadrant, second quadrant was minus plus, that means plus for x, plus for minus. Here for x minus, for y that is plus. So similarly in third quadrant your minus for x minus, y also minus. In the fourth quadrant that was plus and minus. So this was all about quadrants, and also you knew about abscissa and ordinates. Abscissa, Absciss. So what was abscissa? Abscissa was the x coordinate of any point, okay, and ordinate was the y coordinate of any point. Then again in this year also we had also discussed about linear equation in two variable. Then also we had discussed quadratic equation. Okay, in linear equation the form was ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here a and b both not equal to 0. And in quadratic equation the form was, general form was y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. Okay. In this chapter, sorry, in this chapter we are going to discuss three main points. Like the first one is distance between 2 points where coordinates are given. So in a graph we can find distance between 2 points. So these 2 points are there. We can find the distance between 2 points, but the coordinates will be given. So this is the first point. Second one, we would learn here about area of a triangle. Okay, area of a triangle formed by 3 given points. So here will be given by 3 points, and there will be a triangle. So that you have to find the area of this triangle. And the third one that we are going to learn here is coordinate of a point. Coordinate of a point which uh, which divides a line segment, joining two given points in a given ratio. Okay, so these are the first 3 points that we have to learn here. So now we are going to learn about first one, that is distance between 2 points. Okay, this. So without getting delay, let's move to there. Okay, there it is. So this is also called the distance formula. Let's start. So suppose say think about a situation in which you are going towards east. Okay, you are starting from a point A and moving towards east. So you move some 36 kilometer. Okay, then suddenly you think now we have to move towards north. So then you move 15 kilometer towards north. Okay. Now you stop moving at point B. Now what is the distance between your starting point A and your current position, that is B. Okay. You can clearly see here. Now you started from A and move towards, suppose this point is O, move towards O. Now distance of AO is equal to 36, you know. Now OB, then again you move from O to B, that is towards north, okay. And the angle you found here is, yes, that is your 90 degree. So then you move from O to B, that is OB is equal to how much? 15 kilometer, 15 kilometer. Now you need the distance of AB. Now you have to find AB. Now you know ABO triangle is a right angle triangle. Therefore, AB square will be equal to OA square plus OB square, implies AB square will be equal to OA is your 36 square plus 15 square, implies AB equal to 36 square plus 15 square root over. Now you can find the root over of this. Okay. After calculating, then you can find the value of A, B. Okay. So this is how we have found the length between A and B. Now we will move to another situation. So here is the situation. Say suppose two points are given here. Here you can see A point is there and B point is there. So A and B point are on axis X. Okay. So their coordinates are also given for 0. As A and B are on X axis, their Y coordinate will be 0. Here you can see. So A coordinate of A point is 40, coordinate of B is 60. Now, if you are asked find the length of OA, then you can clearly see OA, you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4. So length of OA is 4. Otherwise, you can be a little smart, like the coordinate is 4, therefore x coordinate is 4. Then you can directly write without counting the OA is 4. Similarly, you can find the length of OB. Now you see it here. OB. Look at the figure OB. Here OB, length of OB. B coordinate B at point B, x coordinate is 6. Therefore, length of OB will be 6. Now you are told to find the length of AB. AB. You can clearly see length of AB will be OB minus OA. Then we will get the length of AB. So OB minus OA, which is equal to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2 units. So we got the length of AB. Okay. So easy it is. Now similarly we will move to the y axis. Now let's move. Here you can same things. There is a point C whose coordinates are 0, 3, y 0 is here because it is in the y axis. So x coordinate will be 0. Okay. So here you can find the length of OC. Clearly you can see this is 3 unit length of OC. Nah, because it is the y axis and the y coordinate is 3. Otherwise you can count it. The best way to be a little smart and find the y coordinate. Okay. So OC is 3. Now you can similarly you can find the length of OD. OD equal to, what is the length of OD? You can see in the figure. Yes, O and D. From here O to D, that is 8 units. Now if you are told to find the length of CD. Okay, very nice. CD will be equal to what? OD minus CO. So CD will be equal to OD minus OC, which will be equal to 8 minus 3, which is equal to 8 minus 3 here is your 5 units. So length of CD is 5 units. Okay, this much was easy. Now if you are told find the length of C or find the length of BD, so let's find the length of BD first. BD will be equal to, now you can clearly see BD is a part of triangle BD O triangle, isn't it? Now BDO triangle is a right angle triangle, okay? Because we know the x-axis and y-axis cross each other at 90 degree. So as it is a right angle triangle, BD is the hypotenuse. So BD square will be equal to, yes, OB square plus OD square. You can clearly see in the figure. OB square plus OD square. Now implies BD square equal to, you know the length of OB, here it is OB is 6 square, yes, plus OD you can see is your 8 square. Okay, 1 second, this is all. Now implies BD will be equal to, now root over of this 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64. Now implies BD will be equal to 36, 64 is your 100, root over of 100, which is equal to 10. Actually, root over of 100 is plus minus 10, but length is always in positive. A distance cannot be in negative. Therefore, length of BD equal to 10 unit. So, similarly, in the similar fashion, we can find the value of SC also. Okay. Now, we will move to another type of example. Now, look at it. Very nice example. So, here you can see coordinate of P is given. For 6, coordinate of Q is given 6, 8. You have to find the length of PQ. Very nice. So what we will do? We have to draw something. What we will do? Draw PR, this line, okay, and QS. How we will draw them? Draw PR and QS, okay, perpendicular to x-axis. Is the x-axis, okay, and join PT, okay. Otherwise, you can draw a perpendicular to from P to QS, okay. So now we have this figure. Now in this figure, we have to find the length. First, here we can clearly see PQT triangle. This triangle is a right angle triangle, okay. Now if we can identify the length of PT and the length of QT, okay, then we can clearly find the length of PQ. Because it is a right angle triangle, we will use the Pythagoras theorem, that is S square equal to P square plus B square. Then very easily we can find the length of PQ. So for that, first we will need length of PT and QT. Now, in order to get QT, first let's see length of QS first. Okay. So length of QS, where will write it? QS. So QS is equal to, you can clearly see at this point this length. Okay. For this you can find draw a dotted line here. It is touching the y-axis at 8, so that length of QS is equal to 8 unit. Similarly, you find the length of TS. Okay. Similar thing you do here. So TS is equal to how much? 6. Yes. 6. Now you can find the length of QT. Directly write QT equal to QS QT. QS minus TS, which is equal to 8 minus 6, which is equal to 2 unit. Now you get this length as 2 unit. Similarly, we will find the length of PT. Let's see. To get PT, first we have to find the length of OS, this length. Then we will find the length of OR. Then we will subtract them. Then we will get RS. And RS is equal to PT. Okay. So let's start. So here you can write OS equal to how much? 6 unit. Similarly, OR equal to how much? per unit. You can see here it is 6. This is per. Okay. Now RA is equal to 6 minus 4 equal to 2 unit, which is equal. Now, here again we can write here RS equal to PT. Therefore we need PT. Yes. Therefore PT is equal to 2 unit. So we had already got QT equal to T unit, 2 unit. Now we got PT equal to 2 unit. Okay. So we will delete all. Now this is your 2 unit. This is also 2 unit. Now you can find the length of PQ. So here I can directly write PQ square equal to PT square plus QT square, which is equal to 2 square plus 2 square equal to 8. Now PQ equal to root over of 8 it will be root over 8 equal to 2 root 2. So PQ equal to this is a 2 root 2. Now we have found the length of PQ. Okay, there is another example. We will move to that one also. Okay, look at this figure. We are going to do this now. Okay, let's start. Here also same thing. Length of coordinates of P is given, coordinates of Q is given. You have to find the length of P, Q. Here also we have to draw something, we have to construct something. What you will construct? Construct perpendicular to y-axis from P, okay, and perpendicular to x-axis from Q cross each other at T. Okay, so let perpendicular to y-axis from P and perpendicular to x-axis from Q intersect or meet at T. Okay, this much we have to construct. Now we have found a right angle triangle. As both are perpendicular, therefore they will meet at 90 degree. Na? So TPQ is a right angle triangle. So what we have to find? We have to find the length of TP. Again length of PQ. Now after finding length of TP and PQ, now TPQ is a right angle triangle. So QQ will be equal to root over of square of what? TP square and TQ square. So let's start. Now TP is equal to, what is the length of TP? You can see TP is equal to TR plus TR. So TP equal to PR plus TR. Now again we have to find the length of PR first. You can clearly see length of PR is, to find the length of PR you can draw a dotted perpendicular, so that this length is 6, therefore this will be 6. That means the x coordinate. So equal to PR is 6 plus TR is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so therefore it will be 11 unit. But here one thing you can see, when we find the distance, we normally subtract the points. So we can subtract here also. Like we can do it like this way. TP equal to this. Okay, now you add. Now in the latter position we will subtract. Okay, so we got here 6 plus here it is 5, which is equal to 6 plus 5 is 11. Now similarly, so we got this length as 11 unit. Now similarly, we can find this length. So TS, we have to find TQ first. So TQ is equal to TS plus QS, which is equal to TS, length of TS is, you can clearly see here it is, y coordinate is 4, therefore TS is 4, plus here what is the y coordinate, that is minus 3. So plus minus 3, that is length is 3. Okay, length cannot be minus, you know. So 4 plus 3 equal to 7. Okay, now you get TP equal to 11 unit and TQ equal to 7 unit. Okay, therefore what you can do, this is your 11 unit, this is your 7 unit. Now you can find the value of QP. So now QP square is equal to TP square plus TQ square, which is equal to TP is your 11 square plus TQ is your 7 square. Now QP is equal to root over of 11 square plus 7 square. I will calculate the values and find the value of QP. Okay, so here find the value of QP here also. Okay, now we will move to the final example. Okay, so in the final example, here you can see another last example. We'll look at it. Now, in this example, you can see the length, the coordinate of P is x1, y1. The coordinate of Q is x2, y2. Okay. So, here we have to find the length of PQ. Okay. So, first what we will do? First we will find the length of OR, then OS. Okay, then find RS, and RS will be equal to PT. Okay, so let's start here. Here first we will write OR equal to, length of OR is equal to the x coordinate, that is x1, isn't it? This length is, here it is, the x coordinate is x1, therefore length of OR will be x1. So OR is equal to x1, OS will be equal to, we can say, x2. So OR equal to x1, OS equal to x2. So length of RS will be equal to OS minus OR. So OS is your x2, OR is your x1. So x2 minus x1, that is equal to PT, which will be equal to PT. Okay. Now we got PT is equal to x2 minus x1. Okay. So remember it. This is the important point for us. Now again we have to find the value of QT also. So to find the value of QT, first we have to find the value of QS, then TS, then we will subtract them. Okay. So let's start. QS or SQ equal to, you say SQ, what is the length of SQ? The y coordinate of this point will be the length of SQ. What is the y coordinate? Y2. So SQ will be equal to Y2. Similarly, length of ST will be the y coordinate at point T. You see, y coordinate at this point is Y1. At this line, at every point, y coordinate is Y1. Na? Therefore, for T or ST, length of ST will be equal to Y1. Isn't it? Now, we have to find the length of QT. We'll clear it out. Yes. Length of QT. So length of QT will be equal to this QS minus TS, isn't it? So what is the length of QS? QS is Y2. And the length of TS, Y1. So Y2 minus Y1. Now we got the length of QT. So QT is equal to Y2 minus Y1. Clear? We got two lengths now. Okay. Look at it. PT, this one, is equal to x2 minus x1. Okay. Similarly, QT, this one, is equal to y2 minus y1. Now what we need? We need the length of PQ. Okay, so you see now PQ square. We'll use Pythagoras theorem here also. Okay, PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. Okay, what is the length of PT? You say here it is. PT is equal to Q2 minus Q1. So Q2 minus Q1, sorry, X2 minus X1. X2 minus X1 square plus what is the length of QT? Look at it, what is QT? QT is here. What is the length of QT? QT is Y2 minus Y1. So plus Y2 minus Y1 square. Now again, PQ will be equal to root over of X2 minus X1 square. Here it is plus y2 minus yn square, y2 minus yn square, okay, root over, okay. So here it is your formula for what? For distance between two points where the coordinates of the points are given. So you can write this formula. Hopefully you have understood this, okay. So this is your formula. Now there are some remarks. I would like to highlight these remarks. So first one is, in particular, the distance of a point P of xy from the origin 0, 0 is given by this. So then the origin. Now a point is here, okay, and that is your x, y, okay. So what will be the distance of this point, these two points? If we will use the same formula, x2 minus x1 plus square plus y2 minus yn square, then what will happen? Here x2, suppose this is the x2 y2, and this will be the first point x1 y1. Now according to the formula, what will happen? x1 will be 0, y1 also will be 0. Now your formula will be like this. You will write x2 minus 0 as x1 is 0 whole square plus y2 minus y1 is 0 as it is the origin, na? 0 square root over, which will be equal to 0 square is no value, 0 square is no value. So x2 square plus y2 square, okay. But the point are given was xy, therefore that will be x square plus y square, okay. So length of OP will be x square plus y square root over, okay. Now in question number 2, we can also write PQ. Here we write the formula for us. PQ equal to, the formula was x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus yn square, okay. But it is saying the formula can also be written in the form of x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Wow, how is it? Is it possible? Now see, x2 minus x1 square and x1 minus x2 square, are they same? Yes, they are same. Because why? Because we are squaring it in, huh? We are squaring it out. As we are squaring it out, therefore plus or minus does not matter for us. So that this also holds true. Okay. Now there are some examples. I would like you to go through all the examples. Example 1, example 2. Example 2 is a nice question. Please go through it. If you feel some problem, then you please mention me so that I can make a video on this, or I can explain you in WhatsApp group. Okay. So thank you for now.